Cadbury Puds. We all remember them, well some of us do anyway, but remember the old ones that were available 20 years ago. Cadbury claimed to have re-released them this year, but I suspected they were different. Well, I finally got hold of one. Let's try it. Hello everyone, welcome to Food Review UK. My name's MJ, and yes, I made a ranty video where I said, Cadbury are lying, it's not the same. Well, let's see if I was actually telling the truth in that video. It definitely seemed from like first look that it wasn't the same, but I now have actually got it in my hand so I can tell you definitively what it is like in comparison to my memory. Now I will say my memory of course is not perfect, but I do still have a very good idea of what they used to be like. So far so good. It is a nice big dome and it's got some snowflake and Christmassy patterns on the outside. It's the 2nd of September when I'm reviewing this, so I'm feeling nice and festive and Christmassy. Smells like Cadbury chocolate. Let's give it a go. By the way, the description: milk chocolate with a truffle filling, chopped hazelnuts, which is 2.5%, and rice crisps, 1%. There definitely weren't rice crisps in it first time round. It was just like a truffly filling. It was like a pasty sort of filling with lots of nuts in, so it was very crunchy because of the nuts. On first bite, to me this seems very different. It's definitely not the same. I feel completely justified in the video that I made now. This is not the same. The first thing that occurs to me when I bite into this, and I'm sounding like a broken record because it's the same thing on every Cadbury review that I do, but when you first bite into it, the chocolate is just so soft. Like, it's Cadbury's skanky ass recipe, which has just got worse and worse. And it's so soft, it's just not an enjoyable texture. Yeah, it's so soft, it's just not an enjoyable texture. Also, you can see that little hole. It's sort of like two domes. Whilst I'm not sure if the old one was made up of two domes, it was definitely covered all the way. It didn't have a hole in it, which is just weird. As for the filling itself, I personally don't like it. It's just a soft cream, and the cream itself doesn't really taste like Cadbury. It's just like a sort of cheap chocolatey cream. I'm not sure if I would call it a truffle. It's like a harder version of a Lindor, which is a truffle, but just not a good flavour. Yeah, that cream categorically does not taste like Cadbury. As for the texture, it's got basically these rice crisps, which apparently make up 1%. They sort of dominate the texture. I can't actually feel the hazelnuts. I can't really taste the hazelnuts, whereas in the old version, that was the predominant flavour. I personally don't think this is very good. I think the chocolate is too low quality. I don't like the flavour of the truffle filling. I don't like the texture of the truffle filling. The texture of the rice is alright. It does kind of add a nice bit of crunch, but what I actually want is the more satisfying crunch of hazelnut, which I'm just not getting. The rice overpowers it.
Bit of crunch.
Now, there was a piece of hazelnut. Even just having that small piece on its own, isolated, didn't have much texture. It's quite small. But the flavour is there when you have one tiny piece on its own. Yeah, it's not the same. It's not the same. I think it's largely just ruined by the Cadbury quality. Cadbury quality has gone downhill and downhill. And in my opinion, this is an insult on the memory of Puds. I'd give it 2 stars. Claire, would you eat a nibble of this? My wife is a big Puds fan and she is currently looking very sad at my review. Maybe I'm being too harsh on it, Claire.
Oh God, you put me under pressure now. It was a long time since I last...
I don't know, to me it's completely different.
Yeah, the inside is completely different. It is.
It's a soft, that is a soft cream, not a truffle.
When you bite into it, That's what it looked like.
You think it looks the same?
No. Now that I've bitten into it, that's what it looked like.
You think it looks the same?
No.
As the old ones? I have no idea what you're saying.
When you first bite into it, yeah, as you say, it's two halves and it's smooth, isn't it, inside?
Yeah.
I can remember that it was like, as soon as you bit into it, you had that texture.
Yeah.
What I'm pointing at right now.
Right, okay, yeah.
It wasn't smooth at all, it was that...
Yeah, it was rough.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and you could see the hazelnut straight away.
Yeah, whereas there's not many hazelnuts in there, is there? Do you like it?
I know, another bite. Yeah, and I don't remember it breaking in two. I remember it just being a solid ball.
Mm. What do you think of the texture?
The original didn't have crispies in it. I don't know why it's got crispies in it.
Right. Can you taste the hazelnuts?
Not really.
Not really. Quality of the chocolate?
It's melting all over my fingers.
Melting all over our fingers because it's full of oil, because they've lowered the melting temperature because of the quality and cost cutting that they've done.
It's not the same.
Not the same. That is the final verdict, guys. What would you give it a star rating?
3.
3.
It's not the same.
It's not so. I think it's a piece of shit, to be honest, Claire. I don't even think the cream tastes nice.
I can remember. Honest, I swear to God, the original used to be like eating a whole nut.
Yeah, it was lots and lots of nuts. That was the whole point.
Nut.
Yeah, exactly. This is just shitty bits of nuts suspended in my opinion, a very cheap
the
and
texture
bad.
you're getting is just coming from the Crispies.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not
You can't even feel the nuts. I generally think the cream is. I don't know. I think that's piss poor.
The texture's not the same.
Yeah.
It's too smooth. Like,
Yeah, exactly. Piece of shit. Thank you for watching, guys. I actually bought this direct from Cadbury Gifts Direct.co.uk or something like that. I gather there are in B&M, and I assume they'll be readily available. But yeah, thank you for watching. I'd be really interested to hear what you think of the puds below. I think there'll be a lot of viewers who weren't familiar with the old ones, so have got nothing to compare it to. Even if I didn't have anything to compare it to, I'd still think it was shit, because I just think it's low quality and it doesn't taste good.
I just want to say as a disclaimer, it was a long time since I had the original.
It was,
so
but we both have the same memory of it, so
yeah,
it's not going to be wrong. And you can also see pictures online of it. So yeah.
I know 100% it's not the same.
No.
I know that for sure.
Exactly.
But it's not horrible. I mean, I would buy another one and eat it. I mean, I've got one out there.
Yeah, I do think
and
it's shit.
I probably will buy it again, just for the nostalgia, just to have it.
Wow. The logo's good.
Yeah, I mean the packaging and the logo is the same.
Yeah. So well done, Cadbury, for.
And then when you open it, you take the foil off. It's the same.
Mm.
It's just the inside.
Yeah. Thank you for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll see you next time. Cheers.